York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, 'cause there's no place like California. California,
I got some out in Dallas, now I'm smelling like LA. Met a from Miami to the Machiavelli. Left the kids on the belly, left the vid on my celly. She ate like spaghetti, I'm hitting gas and ready. Met some killers in Memphis, like they from Oakland. Give me my flowers while I can smell them. Ain't talking about roses, literally I'm lean. Mix it like a bought it in Nashville. Then I woke up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's sunny, California, but nothing like Compton. It's more like Calistoga, and it's hot as Arizona. I pop me a Fresno, hard colder than Minnesota in October. Don't interrupt, darling, I'm in the zone. Why does everywhere I go just remind me of home? You know that state of gold with the bed. Them other places come close, but they don't compare. Now I've been to New York, come on, Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, 'cause there's no place like California. California, AATLMIA-DDMV, all reminds me of California, 'cause there's no place like California. California,
California, 'cause there's no place like California.
Fresh off a flight to Boston, got a BZ in Maryland that I pipe too often. Headed right to Austin, most likely flossing. Tight exhausted, high as a forklift. Handful of goons out in Colorado. Any given afternoon, you can catch a hollow. Honestly, it's the same out in Richmond, Virginia or California. Either state, you can get it. I done seen everywhere from.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. With a spot in the Super Bowl on the line, everything is on the line in today's conference championship matchup. It's the Chiefs going up against the Jaguars. With that, let's head up the road to Jacksonville, Florida. Standing by are Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
Larry, we welcome our viewers to Duval County, the northern part of Florida, and the largest city in the Sunshine State, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They go play action here on first down. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
And Richard Rodgers makes the grab, and let's face it, it's going to follow him the rest of his career. The Hail Mary he caught to beat the Lions in 2015 in Detroit, pretty memorable play.
Those Lions fans, they just don't like you right now if they heard that.
I didn't mean to bring it up to, pull the Band-Aid off the wound there. I was just trying to praise Richard Rodgers. Yeah, they're going to be mad at me.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 18 yards there and a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
All right, here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a gain of 21 that time. And the Jags are going to have a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Steps away to his left. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play. I'm not sure they could have had a better call there for the defense. Blitz was called, and they're setting up for a draw. When you're blitzing, you're likely to beat them to
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah.
And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now we get our first look at a guy who's been around the block a time or two. He will not be rattled today.
And that changes things for a defensive coordinator, because normally when you get the young guys, you get the rookies, you throw all the exotic blitzes at them and looks they haven't seen. But this guy, he's seen it all.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, we saw the pressure there on third down, and we know that's not unusual, especially if essentially he's going to pass the ball. But I will guarantee you that when that play call came in, the last instruction wasn't the play. It was, you know they're going to blitz. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Be ready for your hot routes and get rid of it. He did, but that one was incomplete.
We put our attention now on the Chiefs' defense. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that. And the way that you phrased it is perfect because from series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown before, it doesn't mean you have to do it again. And if you made a great play before, you have to reset again anyway because they're going to attack. So I love the way you phrased it and put it out there. That's what they have to do in this series.
Not like when you're playing a video game. You can't hit the reset button here. Let's go.
No, you shouldn't anyway, that's for sure. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll come out in the pistol. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll get 19 yards there. And it'll give the Jags a first down. So we played a quarter here in the AFC Championship game. It's a tight game here early. You're watching me alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, Be aware, a ball may come your way.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to left, tight end left.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's taken in at the 9. He's got daylight. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there, an even 90 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Partner, the old rules about not fielding punts inside your own 10, those things are way out the window, aren't they?
Yeah, they say put your heels on the 10-yard line, but when you return it, maybe your coach doesn't say anything to you, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of special teams coach, if they've got a special guy, they'll say, yeah, okay, you can go to the 8. But this one, he really had some guts.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Here we go.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. They'll drop the throw. And incomplete.
Let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. A great effort there. 84 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, if you're into cheesy movies, you would title this one A Half to Remember, wouldn't you? His 2nd return touchdown of the game.
What if I'm not into cheesy movies?
Well, go ahead and get into it, man, because I just did it, and you're going to green light that one. How about those returns? Maybe they ought to think about not kicking him.
Yeah, they might want to go away from him in the future. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. Know the situation, and by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They find some open field here, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
No gain, and it's 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Now back to throw. Got it complete to Rodgers. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. This is fielded at the 27. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Second down now after the incompletion. Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. A big third down play there for the Jags. 53 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Green 39! No, check, Patriot! All right, here we go.
Another pistol look here. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go into the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
That's fielded in the end zone. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense. Automatic 1st down.
Down, he'll drop to throw. And a loose football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, 46 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. And it's up and good.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
But they went for the big play there. But that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now on first down. He'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one is designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. The Chiefs bring pressure, and they block it. But they will stop him before he gets to the marker, and they will take over. After the block punt. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And they'll go on the ground. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Roberto Aguayo following the made field goal, set now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Jags are going to have a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. look to throw now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. Fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down inside the 15 he goes. Red zone opportunity. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver from 13 yards out. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here we go. No, check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 8 yards to go here on second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air.
And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Surveying the field. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He's been terrific so far.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Out of the gun now on third down. Being chased out left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter. And remember, he had his first punt blocked. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Jags defense now as they head back out there. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
Now we'll see if they can do that again. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
He'll drop to throw to the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They're going to look to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Well, in tapping those toes, he tried to get both inbounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. Put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 9 on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. A gain of 6 there on first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, 40 yards. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes.
And now the pressure gets there and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Chiefs defense here ready to head back out onto the field. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3 and out. Let's see if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3 and outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here, see if they can force another 3 and out. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
57 Mike. 57 Mike. You want the ball,
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a minimal gain. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and sneak it here. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. And they'll run it here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. This was the goal before they started.
Put
away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get from a little. I know you're terror.